Hi everyone, this is Susan Warren, your instructor again, and we are looking at MyLab at this time. Now you'll notice that it says MyLab information here, but I want to go to the Start Here menu for a moment, and you will see the access code. This explains how to do what I'm about to show you, so I'm not going to show you that part right now. For the access code, you click on it and then load. You need to do this before you try to sign up for MyLab, and you have to do it from Canvas. And so because I'm not a student, I guess it's showing me that I don't have anything. The tool was successfully loaded in a new reload the page. I don't know. I don't know what happened here, but you should be able to see where you can click on an access code, and then you can go from there. So hopefully that's going to work better for you than it is for me. Sometimes things don't work for me because I'm not really a student, but I'm in student view. And so anyway, follow that until you see where it says reveal access code. And then let me see what happens if I leave student view. I want to see if it's doing the same thing. Okay, here's what it should look like. So when I get out of student view, you can see where it says reveal access code. And then over here, it will say copy code. Now, it doesn't show a code because I am the instructor, not a student. But for you, you will copy the code right here, and then you go back to Canvas and click MyLab and Mastering. And then when you go into open MyLab and Mastering, you will follow it through and be able to paste your code and get into MyLab and be enrolled. Now, when I click on MyLab and Mastering, it's actually going to take us there, which I want it to, but it won't look the same as what it's going to look like for you. I paused this for a second while it was loading. Okay, so this is my view of MyLab. So it's not going to look quite the same for you. Wait. Oh, here was I was trying to move this over so we could see this menu. Okay, so over here on the side, if you come into MyLab that way, you will be able to see your e-text, which is your textbook, homework, the study plan. The Multimedia Library is where you can look at some videos if you would like to watch the videos. And then here's you can see some assignments that are set up. Let's look at a homework. So I'm going to look at a preview of the first homework here. So I just wanted to show you a couple of things. We have to just be patient as it loads. Okay, so here's a rounding question, and I just want you to know that you get 2 tries to round this to the nearest 10. And then if you miss that answer, you'll have a chance over here on where it says check answer now, it will say similar question. And so you can click on similar question and try it again. And you can actually do that twice. So you really get 6 times that you can try to put the answer in, 2 tries for each question. So you do, if you miss the second time on one, you can do similar question, and then one more time you can do similar question. Also notice here you can view an example, so it'll give you an example that explains what's happening here, and it won't be the same numbers, but it will explain it. You can click on your textbook. It takes you to the part of the textbook where we are located right now when we're rounding. And once again, you have to wait on that. So notice reading, writing, rounding, and adding whole numbers. So this is actually from chapter 1. Right there, some of the very first things we do is about rounding. And then you can scroll through your textbook from here, or you can go view the whole thing from the other menu. You can ask me questions, so you can send me questions about this. So just know that these are available for you. and are very handy things. Now, there's also a study plan. This doesn't count toward your grade, but it gives you a place to practice if you need more practice. And sometimes students do need more practice. You want to click on all chapters when you come to the study plan. And then you can choose, here's chapter 1, chapter 2, and so on. And then you can practice questions. I'm just going to click on something. This is from section 1.4. And it's a word problem, right? A painter needs 17,000 sheets of paper for a job, da 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 da, right? And then down here at the bottom, I gotta move this down so we can see it. Help me solve this, view an example, get more help. This is where you can do ask my instructor or the textbook. Help me solve this actually works you through this exact problem. And so you can actually go back to the study plan, find a question similar to what you're working on, and use that to help you with the learning. Now this is about the learning. I want you using this in such a way that you're trying to learn the content, not just get your homework done, right? Because it's always about the learning, right? Are you learning the content as you go? All right, so your e-text is here. Homework, study plan. I showed you the homework from a different place just because it's not actually available just yet. Click on your e-text and then you can look at this. You can also purchase this as a loose leaf book if you would like to use the actual textbook. That's only, I think it's $40, so it's very reasonable. This is your menu, so you can look at the different chapters and navigate through the book right from here. All right, so that is a little bit more about MyLab. I hope that you guys all get on here right away and get to work. So I'm going to end the video with this, and I'll do one more video about written homework.